Good morning, orchid loving YouTubers. Today, January 27th, about 11:30 in the a.m. I'm in the West Orchid and Garden. I'm getting ready to do a Cattleya review. We're going to check on their growth. Their environment. Just basically their overall status in my West Garden. I think they're doing fabulous. Definitely, I am so proud of them right now. Or not, I'm not going to say I'm proud of myself. I'm just happy that I acquired the knowledge over the years, watching you guys on YouTube and just deciphering your information and extracting what I need in order to get my Cattleyas on the right track. I really want to thank you guys, but I also want to thank my PhDs for informing me the right way on how to care for my Cattleyas in my orchid and garden here in South Florida, and all the doctors at Tamiami International Orchid Fest and at Redlands and at Fairchild. So I had a lot of great information coming from a lot of great people to keep my Cattleyas on track, and I hope I didn't leave anybody out. If I did, I apologize. You guys on YouTube are a bunch of wonderful orchid growers, but you gotta be able to listen and use information to benefit you in your environment only. In your environment only. You have to know your environment in order to keep your Cattleyas or any of your orchids thriving, because that's what my goal is, to keep my orchids thriving. I love the thrill of it all. I love their thriving. I can't find the word right there. I just love the way they thrive in my garden. I don't drink coffee, so I can't blame it on the coffee. It's just getting my words out. Okay, so let's start with what I want to start with this particular Cattleya right here. The reasoning behind that is that it is a one pseudobulb with one leaf Cattleya. It was laying on the ground one day. I came in to the garden. I'm not sure where it came from and why it was laying on the floor or on the ground of the garden, but I picked it up. Excuse me. It didn't have any roots. It just barely had the potential to grow roots. That's what it had. The potential to grow roots. So I noticed, okay, well, not very many roots, or I don't know if it has that potential to thrive or not. This is what I was thinking, but I was not about to throw it out. You can forget that. I'm not going to throw it out unless I'm just impatient and just don't want to have the time. But this Cattleya, we talked, and it told me, please don't throw me away. Give me a chance. Okay, so I picked it up, wrapped it in a little spag and charcoal and slow release, and I stuck it in a net basket. I think I'll try to find the clip where we talked about this Cattleya, this little one leaf, one pseudobulb Cattleya a while back in one of my videos. Not sure. But I did talk about her initially. And now, January 27, 2019, her roots look fabulous. They're coming out of the bottom of the pot, and they are definitely growing strong. She's kicking out a fabulous looking new growth. It's beautiful, and she's telling me she's very happy. Yeah. I tried mounting her just on a piece of cedar shingle, and she was struggling a little bit, so I figured, okay, maybe you can use a little moisture in my first video of her. So that's when she was wrapped and placed in this basket. And I think that was a great choice for her so far. Yeah. And when it's time for her to come out of this basket, I think I'm going to wrap those roots with a little coconut fiber. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this entire ball and wrap it in some coconut fiber and mount her on a larger piece of cedar shingle. That's exactly what I'm going to do for her. Look at there. Look at those roots. She looks fantastic. I'm sorry about the lighting. We just had some rain this morning, and I'm not going to dispute that because it's time for the rains to come and for the orchids to continue to thrive. Yeah, I'm going to place her back in her position in the west garden and let her continue to do her thing. I want to bring your attention to Cattleyas in my garden that were in they were in pots. They were either in clay pots or plastic pots or beach buckets or slated baskets, wire baskets. In my garden, they were in something, but they just didn't look like they were giving it their best. So I did the next best thing for them, I hope, and that was to take them out of their pots and mount them on cedar shingle. Huge Cattleyas that had to come out of pots, and they're kicking out new growths now. Yeah, they're doing fantastic. This piece here is, sorry about the lighting, she's just kicking out new growths. You see them through there? They're everywhere, and she's totally attached to the cedar shingle. I didn't cut the bare roots off because eventually they'll drop off. There was no need for that. And this particular Cattleya here was taken out of a pot. I wrapped her in some Spanish moss, and she's kicking out new green root tips, and looking fabulous. Yes, she is. Here's another piece that was divided and placed on cedar shingle. Her roots are hugging that piece of shingle for dear life. And we have some others back here. Let's see if I can get back here. Oh, that lighting is really bad. Let's see if I can get some good shots of those roots. There they are under the bad roots, holding on. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Yes, and that's exactly where she's gonna stay. I love cedar shingle. Forget about the other woods. I'm not taking a chance with my orchid on sea-drifted woods. Too many salts, too many impurities, too much contamination. I'll stick to the cedar shingle for my orchids. And I hope you guys give it a try also. You'll see just how wonderful that wood is and how delightful it is to watch your orchids cling to it and hold on for dear life. Yeah, I look for that clinginess from that orchid on that cedar shingle, and if it clings, that's where it stays. Okay, let's take a look at another Cattleya that will be coming out of the pot soon. For some reason, she won't keep her roots in the pot. She keeps pushing up out of the pot, and it looks like she's gonna have to be divided after she finishes her blooming cycle. So we're gonna take her out of her pot once she's done blooming, and we're gonna mount her on a large piece of shingle. Let's see who she is. But I don't know why she's not enjoying the pot. Could be it's just not enough air around those roots. It's possibly, and she's pushing those roots up out of the pot for the air. So we're gonna do her one over, and when she finishes blooming, she's going on cedar shingle. This is about a 2.5 centimeter pot, because this is it's not that long, so it's not that tall. So I'll say it's about 3 to 4 inches tall, but her circumference is pretty wide. So, but yeah, she's coming out of that, and I'm gonna place her in, I think, a 2.9 liter. Did I say liter? 2.9 liter pot. Yeah. Or a little bigger. But she's coming out of that. No, I'm sorry. She's not going in a pot. No, I'm saying she's going on a mount. Forgive me. She's going on cedar shingle. Yeah, she's not going back in a pot. I'm sorry. My mind is telling me to put her in a pot, but no, that's not where she's going, because she's pushing out of the pots. She's going on cedar shingle. Forgive me. And most of my Cattleyas have been this dendrobium is in spike. Little Latoria kicking out little spikes here. Okay, that's another video. But yeah, then I have another Cattleya. This is Cattleya review, not dendrobium review. Okay, this Cattleya was part of that royal disaster. It hit the ground and the pot cracked, and that's as far as I got. I just stuck her on the shelf. But that's not stopping her at all. She's still doing her thing. As a matter of fact, she's kicking out several new growths here. There's one here. There's one there. And here's one here. So she's gonna have to come out of this pot. I think I'm gonna keep her in a pot. She'll probably go in a 6.6 liter pot, because she's a huge Cattleya. She's just growing all over the place. She's still kicking out new growths here. So I need to accommodate my Cattleyas this season before those roots start spreading all over the place. Of course, she's potted in lava, lacquer, river rock, and charcoal. Lithophytically, I would say, or hydroponically, if you want to say. She's growing and she's loving it. And so we're going to put her in a bigger pot and let her continue to do her thing. And I think my video is getting a bit long, but I just needed to do a quick Cattleya review after these rains, because after these rains they grow so fast. We can have one rain and that Cattleya in a day's time has doubled its size. I don't know what's in that rainwater. I don't want to play what's in that rainwater, because I know that's some good stuff. And those are my top shelf Cattleyas. Some were up potted to 2.6, and some will be repotted for sure. Look at that new growth there. That is crazy. That is huge. Yeah, they're loving it. But yeah, I want to thank you for coming along on my Cattleya review. Don't want to bore you too much about it, but give you a look at some of the Cattleyas that had to be up potted to 6.6, I believe that is, liter pots. They all had to be, not all, but most of them had to be up potted to a larger pot. They're just, here's another, had to be up potted pronunciation. But yeah, they're doing great. Absolutely doing fantastic. Yeah, what are you doing in there? Just hanging out? Yeah, I could see him through the pot here. I knew something was in there. Maybe. I just want to make sure it's not a snake. Snakes don't sleep where water is. I had to move that staghorn to that corner over there, hoping that the frogs would live there instead of in pots. But I guess they have their moment. When my son moved that for me, it's huge, it's heavy. I just hope it stays there for a while until I can order another trellis, a stronger trellis, because I don't think that trellis is gonna hold up. You can see the rust setting in right there in the joints. So I want to make sure I get another trellis before it collapses. Before it collapses. Where in the world did the sis come from? Yeah, before it collapses and make a mess of this garden. Yeah. So we're just taking a quick look. And that'll be it for today. Pretty long video, I apologize, but sometimes walking around in these gardens can definitely kill a lot of time looking and making sure everything is okay. And that's what I do when I come back here. I take my time. I look at oh, who are you? And Digbyana cross with the Layla purpurata. This is another Cattleya that has to be repotted. I just have her in a beach pail stuck in another pot just for height because she's pretty tall. And take a look at her pot down there. She's kicking out those new growths. Yeah, this one, this new growth, I believe, where is it? Here it is. Can't see it, it's turning black. It died back for some reason. I think I got some liquid seaweed in the axis, and she didn't like that too much. But she has a nice long sheath here that I hope will be filled with a beautiful flower soon. I really do. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to end on that note in the garden, and hope you enjoyed the video or the review. Yeah. You see, everything is hanging in there with these rains. Yeah, I think repotting them and ensuring that there are no wood chips in there and anything that will hold on to moisture that will cause rotting. Even spag, I have to make sure I have the right amount of sphagnum moss in that pot. So this oncidium here loves moisture, so it won't affect her much with water hanging around, because our winters are over, hopefully. And now it's just time for growth. Absolutely. And that's what it looks like we're having right now. Plenty of it. Yeah, the beast is coming along. I'm hoping that this spectacularly would kick out flowers, three flower spikes on one stem. I'm looking for, I know she's capable of kicking out 2, but I want to see her kick out 3. That would be great. But yeah, just checking on things in the garden after the rain. Absolutely looking good. Yeah, spikes are coming along on those phals. It looks like all my phals are going to be in bloom at the same time this season, I hope. Maybe 1 or 2 might not, but they're coming. Looks like I might get that. Yes, absolutely. Even my cakeys are kicking out spikes. That's great. Absolutely love it. Cattleya. Absolutely. I just love coming out here, taking a look at everything. It's a great treat. What I want to show you is this. I did a phal review on this this keiki here that was kicking out a keiki at the top of the spike. You see, get that light. Yeah, she was kicking out a keiki at the top, and I said that she wasn't in spike at the time, which was wrong. She is kicking out her spike. That's her spike there. Fantastic. So that keiki with a keiki is in spike. So that makes all my phals, my keiki phals, in spike. Fantastic. That is great. That is wonderful. Yes, it is. I'll try to squeeze through here. Take a look at things. No sun today. We just had a nice storm. Nice. Get through here. A nice rainstorm. Water everywhere, which is a great sight. But yeah. I don't do long videos, but I decided to take you along on this Cattleya garden review, just to show you how long it takes me to do this, and 22 minutes is just scratching the surface. Trust me, this video will go on for hours. Okay, I'm just gonna be nice today and take you on a short tour of what I do back here. But yeah, and we're gonna end it now. Yeah. And it looks like somebody is falling asleep. Excuse my patio, it's a mess. It's just a I don't even relax back here anymore. It's just everything is thrown back here. But we'll get it together one day. That's my garden storage center in there. I gotta have somewhere to put it, because that shed is full. There's no room in there anymore. I got grills and all. I need a bigger house, but we'll see if I'm blessed with that money to get a little more square footage. That would be wonderful. But yeah, thanks for coming along. Sorry I digress. And have a great orchid growing day.